Hello and welcome everybody to session 89 of FAQNew. Last session started out with a long rest. Nice, must be nice, 8 hours of sleep. Wonder what that's like.
Sounds unrealistic.
You did some planning and chatting in your confines. Let's call them confines. It's not a cell. It's a hotel, which you can't leave. You were presented with the official charges from the Empire, those being disturbing the peace, destruction of property, and the suspicion of treason. The last one being the biggie. You were presented by Phane's contacts with two potential lawyers. A human called Tamariel, which you had met previously, if briefly, and a hill dwarf called Lindun, who is a professional lawyer.
Who's someone who knows what she's doing.
At least she seems like it.
Yeah, we have yet to see that in action, so...
I mean, she seems more competent than us, and we've known her for 2.5 seconds.
You chose her and sent off to Mariel to gather some information. You went over the preliminary Q&A. Decided that you need a contract that had been drawn up between Hadrian and a certain archfey. You actually asked yourself, is Felix a person? And that was most of the day. And we will pick this up this session in the evening of that same day.
Did we have plans?
So I need to message a bundle to get the copy of the contract, right?
Yeah.
That would be great.
But
Ask him
I
to
need to do that
pop
tomorrow.
over.
Look, I've used so many messages today because I messaged a lot of people, if you don't recall last session.
It's going to be a high-level message.
Yes, I might have to do... yeah. I might have to do some high-level spells, unless there's anything else we want to...
It's not like we can go
I
anywhere.
mean,
or
we
do
can't.
anything
Yeah, we
else.
can't go anywhere. I don't think we want to go anywhere either.
Well, it's not like we could. And the only thing we can do is, which we've already done, is put Tamariel on the case to go and scout and find out stuff, the word on the street, things like that.
Yeah,
Cool.
so we've
I
sent
will
out him,
use-
and also hasn't like Lyndon given us like tasks. So one of the tasks was get the contracts from Bundle.
Yeah. Yeah. And we need to kind of like do stuff that's going to prove that you're sentient. Right?
Oh yes.
I'm
Well,
not
she
allowed
also
to
said that
tinker.
she's gonna look into that as well.
Yeah, but like you're not allowed to tinker, no tile. That's right. I tried to make the illusion of your home workshop so that you could kind of just see it, and decided that was a bad idea, so I stopped. Because that just made you more stir crazy.
Homesickness. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I'm sorry. I
For all
just
intents and
tried it,
purposes,
you
you're
know.
gonna have to treat me as a person.
We all
We
treat you like
do.
a person.
I'm kidding.
Except when you do the nanny cam thing when you power down. That we can't control how.
Yeah,
we
I'm
feel
not
about
powering
that.
down anytime soon.
Okay, that's good.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. Let me keep that sword, please.
Where's that sword at, yo?
Can you imagine the dude comes in, the dude, your owner, maker, comes in and be like, down, and you're like, and you just, like it's a power word done.
Yeah, power word.
Or it's
Power
like
done.
during the
Is that-
courtroom and there's like, bring forth the evidence, and then somebody takes the
Actually-
sword.
I have a fun idea. Could I do
Oh, no.
the This is just an idea, so bear with me. Could I do that thing where I read detect thoughts and went into like their realm and see if there is anything left behind by Felix's maker that might like be a basically overpower command thing? Because I can look around, right? I know it's like a
That could be a
imaginary
thing.
space.
Like we could look
Yeah.
into my mind and say, hey, there's not actually anything left of my
Yeah.
monster.
Hey, there's actually nothing in here.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like
Head
last
empty.
time there was a building. There was a very clear building and foundation that got destroyed.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering we could maybe go in and see if there's anything new. And I could take note of that and have that as potential evidence. I don't know. I just think it would also be fun. But that's the
I'm down
higher
with
How
level
it,
it
thing.
yeah.
would work
so-
as evidence? I don't see anything that would work as evidence there.
Well,
But
they
it's
could
fun.
do it. If we do it first and we don't find anything, we're like, okay, now they can do it and they can see, right? You know. Whereas if we go in there and we find stuff, we like maybe don't suggest that.
That makes sense. Go
I'm
ahead.
down for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how we did that. I think I just did detect
I
thoughts
just
at a high
willingly
level.
failed to save, I think.
Yeah, you just went
Yeah.
like deep into the detect thoughts.
Yeah, that's right. I went. Yeah. Okay. So that's a low level spell. So that's a second level. So
Wait. But before that, why don't you just like message Bundy?
Yeah,
or
do the
whatever
message
such-
Okay.
first and then.
Yeah,
Tell him to
I do
get,
that first.
Yeah, tell him to give us a freaking copy of his stupid ass
Yes.
decisions.
Yo,
Give me
Bundy,
a copy of your stupid ass decision.
can we get a copy of the what was
Contract
it?
That
Contract you made with
you made, Hadrian Woodley,
Hadrian Woodgrief.
Adrian Woodleaf
Grief.
regarding
I-
the storage.
regarding Felix
No, not
and
Felix.
storing things.
Yeah, regarding the storage of items in your Feywild domain.
I don't have that many words.
Yeah, leave out the Felix part.
storage.
Well, regarding the stashing of trash, I'm kidding.
Just
Regarding-
come here, bundle.
Yeah, regarding item storage.
We're gonna talk. No, it's not that. No, regarding anyway, sent message that's confusing but kind of literate. To bundle.
Mm.
Oh, I gotta roll to see if that goes through
Sent. Sent.
Oh, right.
because
Sent.
that's percentile, right?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
You're fine.
It goes through twice.
It's really loud.
There's a feedback.
It's an awful echo.
It's like, hey, bundle!
He can't ignore it if he wanted to.
Exactly.
Like a screaming one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a video call.
It's got emojis when you. throw it out.
Exactly. When you can send emojis with your friend.
Yeah. Okay. So that's done. It's another
Mm.
third level.
Did he
Sweet.
reply?
Oh, you're gonna wait for a reply.
Hi, nice to hear from you. The contract with Adrian? Who's that again? I'm sure it's here somewhere. I think. We'll try to find it for you. Bye.
What in the goddamn heck? He doesn't
No,
even remember
no.
his deals.
No, we can't get mad. They are young.
Young
Like
as in like
I know millions of years old, but they are
They're literally older than Zahavah.
maturity level young. No, they're young. They're a child.
They're not our child. What?
they're a child with
But-
responsibilities.
Oh,
They're a child
I'm
of a
not
close.
our
Yeah, they're not.
child.
They're not our, oh God. Ugh.
No. I
None
did
of us
not
are
say
responsible enough to have
anything.
a child. No one here is responsible enough to have a child.
I'm
No
not
one in this room.
babysitting your archfey anyways.
Look, I would maybe babysit only because we'd have a wild time, but I don't think
How do you know
That's
we don't
happening
have
anytime.
children?
we don't. We don't. No. Don't. No. No. No.
The only one who was
Anyway.
responsible enough is now stuck in pandemonium, so
Well, sadness. Cool. Let's go look in Felix's mind while we wait for a contract to be
Sure.
delivered by a child.
yeah.
Cool. I will sit down with Felix. You remember how this goes?
Yes, I don't do anything.
Yeah, that's about it. Yep. I'm going to use the mirror just because I have it and it's fancy and it's expensive. I'm going to just use it.
It is a
in the
nice
spell
mirror.
now because
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll copy exactly what Phane is doing with Zahavah if she feels like it, just to like see if
Maybe
maybe
it
I
works.
can make my magic go in that direction. I can't, but
Oh, cool.
it's hilarious. I'm just gonna
I do
try.
a couple of hand movements and I cast second level detect thoughts.
And I fail the save. Willingly.
Okay. You want to fail the save.
I want to fail the save. So bad.
Yeah. Zahavah
Which means
I
I
have to do
which means
the-
I know that he's in there.
Yeah, it automatically successes, but if I probe deeper, that is the word, I'm not making it up, that's when you make the save.
Yeah.
So I probe deeper.
Zahavah,
I-
fail your save. I'm trying the same thing.
Yeah, Zahavah's just like, oh, probing.
Love me some good probing.
Mm. Ain't the first time I've been probed.
Okay.
It's true, it's not. It's true. You've done this
This
before.
session,
No,
Have you ever stayed at the Red Elysium?
this is at least the third time I've tried this,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But Felix, what are you preoccupied with initially?
I mean, my surface thoughts are surrounding the case, like running all the law and order protocols. But whatever's deeper, I don't really know either. I think last time there was a statue of the Ironstorm king.
Yeah, I
What's his
can
name?
go back to last. I drew a picture last session.
Yeah.
Have it in here. Session.
And I think that's still there because that's where my life is coming from. No, that's not where my life is coming from, but that's how I can be awake. So I think the statue is still there, but there's for sure, like, instead of just a grasslands, there's now like buildings again. There's a structure surrounding the statue that is built off of different aspects and connections that Felix has. So I would imagine there's like a building for each important person. So immediately surrounding the statue would be a building for each of the FAQ members. And then further out, there would be like smaller structures, not really buildings, but structures for all the people that he knows. Yeah, you can see that there's surrounding this like little, what would that be, like a town structure thing in the middle? Surrounding, there would be a lot of life again. Like, remember the rabbits and the deers that...
The waterfalls where
Exactly.
the information coming
Like,
in. And
there's no full forest yet, but there's like surrounding grasslands with animals hanging out, little ponds.
The statues of Ironstorm, right?
The statue is of the Dwarven King, yes, and the Dwarven King is holding Ironstorm as well. It's a stone statue, and it's still there in the center of this town.
And before that, it was a barren land with waterfalls coming in, but there was a fort. It wasn't so much.
It was a castle. Yeah, it was like a fortress in the middle.
It was a fortress. Yeah,
and
then I
then
remember it was like coding. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when he gained when they gained sentience, that's when the waterfall came in and tried to break this castle, this fortress.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And the water was cracking it. And then these buildings, they're a bit more free-formed as well. They're not like as structured and formatted.
Yeah, I mean, they are all structurally sound because that's how Felix works, right? With logic and reason and physics. But
they're a bit more creative in their
Exactly.
architecture.
Yeah,
rather
and
than,
depending on the person as well, I would say.
yeah.
Like
Oh.
there's a structure for Phane that is incredibly ostentatious with like
I
tinted
love it.
windows, purple curtains flowing in the wind.
I
Yeah.
admire it maybe a little too long. Yeah, what's
Yeah.
Tar's building look like? And then Zahavah's.
Tar's building is just a
And then
workshop, I would imagine, like a workshop with all the things that
Mm.
Felix has seen her do and work on Felix specifically. And I think in Tar's building specifically, there's also all the things that have been changed about him, like the spying glass in
it's
his
like a record.
arm and things. Like there's plans for that in there, because his mind knows how
That's
to
cute.
use those things. Yeah.
Yeah, and Zahavah's building.
Zahavah's building, I think, is a very peaceful and kind of simple cottage, woodlands hut. And when you enter, there's just like a training area, I think, for fighting, because that's the connection that Felix
Yeah.
has with her, is a lot of training and fighting.
Training, yeah.
Mhm.
That's so, yeah. And Dylan, is there just a ship off to the side?
I
There's just
think
like a
so,
boat.
yeah, or maybe a ship's cabin more than a ship, because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to have a ship on land. So I think there will be just
I
a
mean-
ship's cabin.
You had those houses that were like ships that got flipped upside down.
Yes, but that's not Felix's mind, though.
Yeah,
I would love
one
that.
of those, yeah.
I would love that, but I think it's just a little caboose that has like
Yeah.
portholes and all that
Cool.
good stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can see that
the
there's
waterfalls are, the waterfalls are still growing life as well.
there's
They're
no
still-
I think there's really waterfalls. There's just at this point I don't think it's like a wild waterfall. I think it's like streams going in between all the buildings and the grasslands.
New information,
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah, cool. I'll spend, I guess, the rest of my time making notes of the previous times I've done this spell and kind of jot down everything I can remember of the last 2 times, and then this time as like a little document, I guess, to try and help with the case a little bit, because that's like that progression from new information, breaking down a structure, to now building a new structure is kind of like an allegory for sentience. I don't know, like I don't know. I'm just trying to give, like, I can't prove it because it's all in Felix's head, but like if I'm truthfully saying it in a court, right? Someone cast the truth thing on me while I write this down. Can anyone?
I can do
that?
that. Yeah.
I'll willingly not do it while I write this, but just don't ask me too many questions.
Yeah, I cast Stone of Truth.
And I'll sign. Yeah, I willingly fail it
Yeah.
while I write this account.
I will scooch off when you cast that.
Mm-hmm.
Backing up.
A little bit.
But Tar, watch, so you know that I'm under the truth thing while I write this, and you can sign that, like.
Yes. I will keep
Yeah,
an eye.
yeah. Cool. I'm writing all my truths right now. And that's what I do for the next
So
20 minutes.
tempted to just talk to Phane at this point. Just like,
I mean, I can willingly not answer the question, but
Yeah.
you can ask it.
that's true.
I don't have to answer.
No, you don't. Who named you?
Pardon?
Excuse me?
My mum? My name?
Yeah.
My mum named me? Yeah.
Mirama.
Your mama.
Yeah.
Your mama.
Your mama. I got it from my mama. I'm just imagining if you asked, like, who named you, and I was like, your mama. It's just... but under the truth spell, and it was just like, what?
I
The
beg your pardon. Excuse me?
Like, can you imagine if that was how someone, like, dropped?
That would be a typical like double
your
take.
mama.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious, by the way. That would be like the best way to find out somebody's backstory.
Yeah, mama.
I beg your pardon. I was looking for my mom for like 15 years.
Excuse-a-roni. What now?
Anyway,
Anyways.
I am sitting in the corner, or not. Well, I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Wherever.
Anything you want to know while you're in my head?
No, I mean I pretty much got everything.
Cool, thanks.
You still got your sword to what's his face. I can't interact. Like I want to draw a little bit of graffiti on it. I can't do that, can I?
Nope.
You would literally change my thoughts, and I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Cast modify memory in there.
Oh yeah. If
Yo.
I could. Future, I'll do that so that this is gone. Though I'm leaning away from the memory modifying stuff because
I think
people's
Phane's
opinions
house
on it.
as well. Phane's house has like a section that's under construction, that has like rails and everything going on because Phane has said that like he's currently going through something, and that's kind of represented by the fact that there's just a part of the house that's under construction.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. What do I see in the construction area? Do I see any hints of anything that you think about of me? Yeah. I just want to know what you think of me.
I
basically,
think
now.
you
I'm
can
just, like,
see
working.
you can see things that have been placed there to support the construction that isn't in the same style
Oh, you're
of Phane.
supportive.
Yeah, I think there's like brass
that's
rods
cute.
or something that kind of hold construction up.
But my real question is: there like a judgmental dog lurking around the house?
No.
Because you're actually like
No.
a little bit judgmental.
I mean, the
It's not
judgment
a
is
judgmental
just
dog,
constant
it's a
throughout. I
funny
think the
fucking line.
judgment is the sky above at this point.
It's just everything.
And I
No,
think
but,
that
like,
the
you've got those two
judgment thing, I
lions,
think,
maybe
is
they're
just
lurking around.
yeah. I think the judgment thing is represented by the fact that the statue could like follow with his eyes, follow you around, just because.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, because like Felix always like watching out and trying to do better things.
Let's be honest. Felix is a little judgy. We've always
Felix
said
is
the
super
judgy one,
judgmental.
like-
Yeah.
Where is the judgmental part of this town?
It's the head that
There's
keeps
just
following.
eyes everywhere.
There's just eyes.
There's just eyes following you around every now and
Town
then.
is just populated by like old 70-year-old grandmas who just look out of the windows.
I think the judgment part.
Telescopes.
Oh.
There's no one in this town, right?
No,
It's
there's no
just
one in
empty.
there.
It's
I
just
think that's-
animals, that's right. You've
yeah.
got some animals.
Yeah, I think the judgment part also is the fact that there are buildings for everyone. Like the fact that Felix keeps an eye on everyone and is kind of making a mental.
If I go out of town, if I go out of the main town and they're like little shacks for people you hardly know.
Yeah.
You just made
The further out you go, there's little. Yeah. There's a hole
like
for
the-
Hadrian. There's just a hole in the ground for Hadrian.
There's a hole. That's kind of funny. It's just like way on the outskirts of town.
Yeah,
There's
just a
just
hole in the ground.
people he hates.
Yeah.
I love this.
It's
Now
like
I
an
kind of want
inverse
to
tower.
know what you think of everyone, but I also don't want to like pry into
Feel
your
free, man.
judgments of everyone. I mean, I've already. Where's Dolan's house? I'm kidding.
I think Dolan's house
Don't
is
describe everyone.
just like an office. It's just a small thing
Yeah,
with
that's
one
fair.
room because Felix doesn't know Dolan that well.
That's fair.
I
Okay.
think it's just an office area, business.
Okay.
But yeah,
There's just a shrine to Erin because you never really knew her.
I think Erin's structure is
heard.
the pillar with the eternal flame that's in the house. It's just a pillar that replaces like one of the buildings.
Yeah.
And same for Amelie, like there's a garden surrounding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here because I feel like I'm prying too much, and I'm trying not to be too. Every now and then it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna pry. I'm gonna be a good person, but then they like catches the eye of a building. And I was like, oh no.
Oh, that's interesting. Let me just check that out. Real quick.
No.
Tourist. You've got a plan. You be somewhere by that time, but you're a tourist.
It's like, no. Oh, that's
Oh,
shiny.
that shop's
over there. I'll
cute.
just get you that.
Shiny.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I will. Yeah, that's all I'll do, and then I'll write my things under the zone of. Anyone can ask me questions, but I probably.
Yeah, you should like put Felix in the zone of truth and ask him to state his mind about everyone. Then you know how judgy he is.
I'm in the zone of truth right now. I just
Yeah,
haven't made the
Felix is
save.
in it with me.
That is
Yeah,
true.
but it's
You
not like
can.
you failed it.
Well, you
You
hadn't
cast
tried.
it.
I mean, if Phane
matter.
fails it automatically, I would fail it as well, just to be like on the same level.
Supportive. I noticed that about you. It's very sweet. And you know that I'm being truthful about thinking that that's
Yeah,
sweet.
Thank you.
Because everything I say right now is the truth. I can't lie right now. I'm going to continue writing.
Yeah, technically we're both in
I
the
feel
zone of
like
truth.
I don't know Fane when he's being truthful. Don't like it.
I also dislike being truthful all the time. It feels very strange.
I know. I can tell. It's like watching you wear a coat which doesn't fit you at all.
That's an accurate description.
Takes one to know one.
I've noticed that a lot of... How do I say that? I've noticed that a lot of you are comfortable with telling untruths.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't really hurt people, it's okay.
I would agree.
We're raising Felix up real well, guys.
As long as it doesn't hurt people.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, lots of people tell untruths. This is how the world is. And a lot
Well,
of people
I do
it
disagree with that.
A lot of people do it to like help people.
The concept of white lies.
Yeah, it's not always bad.
It isn't. It's often bad if they find out, though, even with white lies.
Depends on what you're, I guess, lying about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so.
I'm writing stuff down.
But like a lot of people are very happy with the lies that they have been told. I could go into a very deep philosophical thing here, but I am not going to because I am bored. And
I don't think they are happy. I think they're more comfortable. And that's a very important difference.
Probably.
Yeah. I agree with Felix in that, actually. If you've been lying so long, you start to believe it yourself. You no longer know what the truth
Ignorance
is.
can be comfortable.
Mm.
Holy shit, that's a quote.
Like when
I'm writing the account of things I've seen in Felix's head.
Phane, do you want us to ask you questions? Because currently we're respecting your boundaries. But you keep referring to the fact that you're just writing things down.
No, I think it was more like I didn't want to engage in the conversation because my cat would have to think very carefully about how they worded things to be truthful.
Yeah.
Because it actually takes me a lot longer to think about what is truthful. This is really
you don't know what
Because it has to actually be true.
all the shit that you haven't.
I was like, I wanted to engage in the. I was like, every now I was like, yeah, I want to join in this conversation, but I was like, but what does Phane actually think is truthful in this situation?
Yeah. Hold on, what is the truth?
I had that moment of, huh?
Which lies have I told?
always pass. Well, no, because I just always pass this because I got a +10 charisma bonus, so it's like.
I think Phane doesn't even really know sometimes what is correct.
Do you have any siblings?
So great. Donut, this is so great. Just saying.
Fane, do you have any siblings? That you know of, I guess.
I mean, that's answer enough right there.
It depends. I mean, step siblings count.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Also, remember, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, if
But I
the
thought that
question
was
is, do you
okay.
have siblings, and you say, I don't want to answer that, the answer is
what do
quite
you
clear,
like?
I think.
I mean, that's kind of obvious then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like most of the asking questions and answer, it's kind of obvious what the answer is. I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What position have I put myself in?
All of them. Ayo.
Oh, Zahavah gets it.
Great. What are we going to do until freaking Temriel either comes back with info or a bundle comes back with a contract?
Survive.
What we can, basically.
Yeah. I will dispel the Zone of Truth, by the way. It's not very practical.
Oh, hey. I mean, but before you
Not very
put it, you just sign that I wrote this under the Zone of Truth,
Yes,
and I
of
was
course.
truthful about everything that I wrote in this account. Yep.
Okay, you're not going to read that. I know.
Yeah. Tar, can you witness this? Yep. There we go.
Yes.
Zahavah, you might as well witness it as well.
I
Just write your name at the bottom of the page.
okay.
You can read it if you want. It's not a
No,
contract.
I can't read it. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah. Would you like me to read it out to you, and then
No.
you can sign
Oh yes, please read out in its entirety.
it? Okay. Yeah. We'll have story time then. Zahavah, come to the bath.
Don't
Oh
drop
my
the
God,
document in the
thank you
water.
So much. Oh my
You're-
god.
No, you're more likely to pay attention if we're in a bath. You could be
You're
distracted
not
by the bubbles.
I feel like it's the opposite way around, but okay.
But, no, it's one of those things where it's like, as long as Zahavah has something to do physically, she'll take in information.
Yeah.
But if she's just sitting there and you're saying information, it's not going to go in. But
That
if you
is
have
actually
something
correct.
The entire time, so now
Yeah.
I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, oh God, thanks, Tar.
I know you guys just keep talking, and it sort of like starts to go.
Yeah.
And then it's like about lawyers, and these two people came in, and I haven't seen one of them before, but boy with the tight pants was here, and that was great.
Boy with
No,
the
it
tie pants
wasn't.
up there.
And you know it. You know what you should have asked me? My opinions on Tamriel while I was in the
I don't think we need the Zone of Truth for that one.
We all know the
Open.
truth.
Yeah,
Freaking open and honest about that bitch.
we all know you're jealous. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yes, you are. You're feeling threatened by him. We can tell.
It's not threatening when they're a copy that's a shittier version.
You wish you could pull it off.
I can.
Oh.
You wish you could see me blonde.
Well, anyways, this has gotten us.
I'm gonna go dye black, be all emo for the rest of the night. No, I'm kidding.
This isn't getting us anywhere, though.
Oh, I did something. I made an account of
No, I think
the
that
mental
this was
state
useful.
of
I think we just now have to wait
Felix.
for a bundle at this point.
So, but as like for evidence-wise, this is an account of Felix's mental state through the process of having the circlet destroyed.
Yeah, I think it's
Can't hurt.
it has a limited use because we don't have like an equivalent for when it wasn't there,
Yeah, but
except
it's at
for
least
our
a study.
tellings in the Zone of Truth. But nobody has like a proof that we actually use Zone of Truth.
Well, I mean, they could put Zone of Truth on us, and then we can say,
Yeah,
"Hey, this is all
exactly.
truthful." But like, all I'm saying is, it's an attempt at documenting
Yeah, I think
Sentient.
I think that's great. Yeah.
all the changes that happened. Because there was definitely like there was a structure, then there was this water that came in, it destroyed the structure, and now there's something new.
Exactly. After the circle broke, there was nothing, and now it's been rebuilt at this point.
And from other people's minds that I've seen, they all have their own little like creative things that they have. So comparatively, now Felix's is more like just everyday people that I've read into their minds. Whereas before it was quite strange and different. Whereas now it's like normal, judgmental shit.
No, not judgmental shit. Excuse me, what now?
So Felix, everyone is judgmental.
don't judge everyone.
Exactly. Don't judge.
Mhm.
Everyone judges.
Mhm. Mhm. There's no judgment here. Everyone judges.
All right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Is
we can-
Lyndon around or has she gone off?
she went off to get documents and stuff.
Yeah, I think she went
She wanted
to
to.
research what's a person and how it's all the
Yeah.
legal stuff.
She left,
Find
she,
a
she
citizen.
left. She left you alone for the evening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, great.
Okay. We're gonna take a break here. Be back in a bit, and then we shall. Okay, let me put it that way. If you don't have anything else you have planned, we will continue the next morning after the long rest. If not, think it up.
Mhm.
Court case.
I have nothing planned because I can't think of anything to do as Tar besides cause havoc.
Cause havoc. Sorry?
I'm having a bath.
Yeah, and I'm telling you a story in the bath.
Chip, you just got gifted a subscription as well, by the way,
What? What?
to Rob's channel. You just got gifted a subscription by Alan.
You received the
Alan.
gifts up.
Yeah, pretty cute. So I
Still
just
haven't
pulled it
figured
up.
out how subs and stuff work on Twitch.
It's just a continuous state of change.
I feel so guilty if I get a gift sub because I'm like, I'm not going to renew this probably. So
No.
why are you giving it to me?
But
Give
it's
it to
still
someone
you're
better.
giving $10 to the streamer, or however much bucks for the streamer for the month. So it
Oh,
doesn't really matter who it goes to. It goes to the streamer.
alright. Cool.
I got 69 things.
Ayo.
Hey,
So, no,
What was it?
notification.
Chill coins.
Taters back in the day gifted me like the gold thing for DeviantArt.
Ooh, I remember that.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
used it.
Holy shit, DeviantArt exists.
I used it a bit, but yeah. Yeah, that's the other day I went on my Tumblr and all of none of my arts that I follow survived the apocalypse. So my my feed is just this one person now, and I was like, oh, they're all gone. All the artists are
I'm
gone.
not even logged in anymore. I'm gonna log in. Hold on.
Yeah, so this is the thought I had the other day. I was like, I haven't been on Tumblr in years.
Probably a good thing, to be honest.
Look, it's a lot of art is gone,
That's,
and it makes me sad.
that's true.
It's
What
just
are we
sad,
going to do,
because there
you
was-
guys, for this thing? I feel like causing havoc now because Tar's going insane slightly. Oh my god, is this thing all frozen?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reload.
Frozen.
Oh, we're all frozen? I was just staring at my phone.
Better.
Did I seem frozen?
No, you're good.
Oh, I was just staring at my phone.
That's okay. Can I stab someone?
Yes, always. You can always stab someone.
Holy shit, my newest art on
Just-
this is so old. 2015 is the last time I uploaded in DeviantArt.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
it's Sarah from Critroll.
Aww.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I used to post on Tumblr for, was crit roll stuff.
Oh my god, I had no
Well,
idea how highlights were.
Back when crit roll was like small and quiet.
It
Remember
wasn't that
that?
quiet back then either.
It wasn't that quiet either, yeah.
Yeah, I do want to point out there
well,
was plenty of shit happening even back then.
Episode 13 was pretty quiet.
Episode 13, yes.
I mean, it was very
Episode,
quiet at
like,
the start, yes.
Around,
There was like 1,000 people watching live.
yeah, they were like, I'm saying around like episode 40 and 50, it started getting a little.
Mm.
Oh yeah, no, but like when I started, I watched. Yeah, it was 5K in a bear.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could. It was very quiet back then. Cake, you remember that? Do you? You remember early days of Crit Roll?
No.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think we all
Yeah,
remember early
yeah.
days. I think we're all
Yeah.
OGs.
But yeah, didn't you like skip a whole bunch of episodes in the middle or some shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you went back to read it or watch it.
I watched like the first. I was there for like I think I'd missed time on the 5th one, and I watched till about 10,
Yeah.
and then I got distracted with something else. Came back
Yeah.
on about the 30th. Got distracted about the
Yeah.
60th, so on and so on. But then
Yeah.
I was distracted. I haven't watched it for a good couple of months
You
now.
you were modding, I think, Tiberius's channel at one stage. You were doing all his shit.
Yeah.
You were doing his Facebook and shit, yeah. Because that's how you and Taters was through the Tiberius channel, I think.
Zero Orion, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, you've been modding for ages. You're like a pro modder now.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I am.
pro.
I'm
Do
getting
modders
paid.
get
for it.
paid?
I don't mind, to be honest.
Oh, you're getting paid?
So who's paying me?
That's
Oh, yeah.
very
do
cool.
his- I also do his Discord and his Instagram, so his Instagram's really
Nice.
inactive. I'm just there to answer fucking questions from people.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's good though.
I don't mind so much.
Holy
I do
shit.
like seeing my art and stuff on his little emotes and
Yeah.
shit. That's kind of cute.
It's very
It's like,
cool.
Yeah.
look, I did that.
That is
That-
very cool.
Beck, one of the Eastern States girls, still mods for Crit Roll every now and then.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I couldn't do that.
Couldn't imagine that. I mean, it was a raid of 1,500 people, and I was like,
Yeah, whoa.
how do I keep up? And they were all Spanish speaking as well.
Yeah.
I just had enough of
Yeah, I don't know what's rude.
Yeah, well, no, we've got
Yeah.
a list of all the rude words in all the languages.
Yeah.
Oh,
All language
wow.
is nice.
All the rude words in all the languages.
All the
not like
swears.
rude ones, I don't care about swearing so much, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more
yeah.
like retarded
Yeah.
or oh, you're gay and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's like,
all the derogatory
Actually,
terms.
how about you go fuck yourself?
Yeah, how about you just... I'm just gonna... No.
Exactly.
But guys, what are we doing now? Are we just waiting for the thing?
I don't know what else we can do, to be honest. Why don't you do what you usually do in the break and just tell us about your backstory?
Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
Ah, no, not yet. I haven't found it yet. I'm still trying to find them. It's
I'm
hard.
not lying on them. I'm telling.
I know you're not lying.
Yeah.
But I feel are they gonna be like weird side things that are like truthful, but they're like not the big important bits.
You can piece stuff together. It's not difficult.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna write it down in my diary to do that.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna go sleuthing.
I have 4 applications of dancing monkey oil. Do we need any of this? Should I eat it out? I don't even know what it does.
The dancing monkey.
We don't know
Yeah,
what it
it's
does, right?
It was that fruit, right? And I just extracted some oil from it.
It did something though. We remember seeing it. Because someone ate it.
I think it just
gonna
gets
go.
you high, though, right?
No, it doesn't get you
No.
high. Something happened.
Yeah, some shit happened. We used to feed
Oh.
Butterfree with it.
Yeah, but he
Dancing
wasn't
monkey
affected.
fruit.
I
I
don't
am
know.
literally thinking about setting things on fire right now because Star is just that bored.
Let's not do that.
One of
Let's
my
not
notes
put
is
a
just
good.
tar.
Yeah, let's not fire up anything.
I mean, is that enough that we've already been done for destruction of property?
Just fun fact. One of my notes here is Tara is a shit, wants to turn us all into robots.
I mean, I could start taking measurements, I guess.
Yeah,
No, I remember I was having a nice conversation about you wanting to turn us all into robots.
It was a good idea.
Tar for sure has
Yeah.
like insane scientist vibes.
Insane sound is like, yeah, absolute Victor gonna blow something up in a one day vibe.
Yeah,
Your face.
yeah,
I'm a
and it
good
wouldn't be
scientist.
maliciously. It would just be like, I can do this, so why don't I?
Yeah. How will others find out if I don't try it?
Exactly.
It's for science, you guys. It's for the greater good. God, that's like the worst argument for anything ever.
And yet you still did it.
And yet
Because
here we
Star
are.
thinks it's true.
Here we
What
go.
to add? Oh
Right.
wait,
Hmm?
I have a thing here which I could have totally used. Completely forgot about it.
What?
I don't know if I can use it now, though I'm a political prisoner.
Oh no.
No, no,
Wait,
no,
Oh,
you-
yeah,
The bomb?
no, the seal that was from the dude that said we had immunity. Oh, no, that I'm thinking of a different time. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, different
So
political
good.
situation.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking about
Different time we got arrested.
reading my notes from the Yuan-Ti time, and I was like, oh, the Yuan-Ti gave us a crest that let us like pass through, and I was like, oh, that, and
Different
then my brain,
continent. Different
continent, different time. Come back here, Rain.
Can you believe there was a
Anyway.
time where I took log-style notes?
I
Mhm.
know. Look at my notes for today.
So precise.
What have we done? Nothing.
My notes used to be so neat and beautiful.
Well,
I mean, they're still kind of messy. But...
here we are.
Session 89. I have another bath.
yeah, another bath.
Another
And
But a
Good.
story time bath.
Well, Phane
Story time
talks
bath.
at me.
No, it's story time. I engage you.
Talks to me.
No, I'm engaging you in the story. You're
No,
having
That's my
fun.
note. That's my
We're
note.
having fun.
Dang it. Phane is gonna try his
We are
like,
having
best
a good time, damn it.
Like
to
a
fucking
dad going on
engage
vacation.
Zahavah so that she enjoys the story and the bath.
This is so good.
maybe we should like, I don't know. No, I can't do that right now. Damn it! Ah, could have used
There's
it.
nothing else we can do. We go to the long rest.
Yeah, should we just like skip
Okay.
through
Yeah,
the
yeah,
court
long rest, long
hearing?
rest, long rest.
I mean, there's still another day, and you would still gather more information.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, does
So
Bundle come with the contracts? Because otherwise we don't have anything.
Yeah.
he does.
Contract, stories
Well,
from Tamriel, and stuff
They
from
are
Linda.
they are being, the contract is being delivered to you. He
Yeah.
has sent. He has it sent. He doesn't want to go to court, as in
Fair.
royal court, not criminal court. Damn it, language confusing.
What does the
Yours,
contract say?
yours, not mine. Well, who of you reads Silver?
I can read Sylvan's the Elven.
No, Sylvan
Yep,
is
I read
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Sylvan is Sylvan.
I don't know why I looked.
No, I'm not able to speak or read Sylvan.
All right.
I can read it.
All right. So, it's as I think I had it written down. You can find the file.
This
Give
is
me a
the
second.
contract from Bundle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Give me 1 second.
I'm not gonna fall off my chair like last time. I promise.
How many languages do you read, Felix? You've got like a bunch, right?
I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 languages.
Okay.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, but you don't know Sylvan, do you? Do you know under
No.
fucking common? No.
Also, no.
What?
I know Common, Elven, Halfling, Draconic, Yolistico, Yuan-Ti, Dwarven, and Gnomish.
Whoa. That's
I know
impressive.
like 7
I-
then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I know 7.
I'm thinking about learning
Wow.
Infernal though, so that's on my plate.
Yup. all the intellectuals. Hey, Zahavah. I'm not. How many different combat techniques do you know?
Yeah, that's right. A lot more than all of y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because my guns.
Hey, Zahavah, how many ways can you crush someone's skull?
Oh, let me count them.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
Wait, you can only count to 4. That's canon. I think you could count to 5 because there's an additional finger there.
No, she can count to 4 or 6 times. So, like, it's more than 4, right?
For real, I just count.
To 4 times. That's, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
pretty shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Zahavah, how much can you bench press?
You could
2
take
cows? I don't know how much that is though.
They're all like, I can read this many languages. Hey, Zahavah, can you like?
At least I can carry the books you're reading.
Nerds.
Yeah, exactly. I can beat you nerds up.
Wow. No, you
All right.
can't.
That's great for you. I'm not. That's cool. More power to you.
The contract is fairly short for especially for a Fae contract.
Ooh. Bundle's not good at this stuff.
Yeah, he was in his baby days trying to make his whatever Archface first contract or whatever that is.
Oh yeah. We'll keep it as like a memento. You
We'll
know,
put it
little
on the
baby
fridge. We'll put it on the
book.
fridge.
Yeah, we'll put it on. When we get home, we'll put it on the mantle.
They bronze things, right? Don't they bronze things?
Yeah. Archface first.
It says hereby it is decreed that the human Haitian would grieve, and I might spell that correctly at one point, has permission to store any of his creations in the domain of Lord Tuch, where the Lord Tuch shall keep them safe and protected.
Oh shit. Well, he's
Honestly,
broken
hold
his
on.
part
Honestly,
of the
there's an out
contract.
there. We could just throw Bundle under the bus.
Yeah. He's broken his part of the contract by not keeping you safe and protected. By letting the what was it? The Lord of the Wild Hunt.
Bundle kept Felix safe and protected by, knowing us and knowing that we wouldn't,
No.
safe and protected with us.
That's
like,
also an out where we don't throw Bundle under the bus, but the Bundle under the bus part is that he sent us into the Lord of the Hunt office.
But like, if we can use Bundle as a judge of character to say that we are not treasonous because Bundle saw fit that we were character fit enough to take care of
True,
this.
it's under his responsibility.
That could be a loophole, is what I'm saying.
For sure, and it would also relieve us of the fact that we fought him because he was endangering his own property at this point. Although, like, he can do what he wants with his property. God damn it.
Is Hadrian a human or an elf?
He's a human.
He's human.
Okay.
Yeah, he's no longer human. That contract is also it says his creation, and he did create you, but he didn't create your sentience, right?
He basically infused me with life, which then created sentience, and he didn't want that.
Yeah.
So that's the failed part.
Yeah, we don't want him to separate the consciousness from the body right now because then we'll have to like.
Ooh, I'd love to be in the gemstone though. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but like he might want to like keep the body, and then we'll have to carry your soul around somewhere else.
I mean, I do have a soul sphere, so like.
You do want to build another Felix?
we could just end it there.
We could just ask them to like, if you don't want the body, you can have the body. Just make sure you keep the soul intact, and we'll take that. And I mean, it's a project you wanted to work on. It's like kind of a win-win.
I mean,
Felix, are you okay being a gem for a short period of time? Well, probably a long period of time while we work on a new body.
As soon as,
do the resurrection,
as long as my free will is not impacted, I think I'm okay with that. Yes. I don't know the consequences of that at all.
don't know when I can learn this, but reincarnation. Would you be willing to be reincarnated in another
Holy
body?
fuck, that changes a lot.
Would you
Oh
like to be
my
flesh and
God.
blood?
Felix says,
Yeah.
Felix thinks for a whole minute, like eyes flickering, everything, like running data, and then he
Noted.
says, I think I would be okay with that, yes. I've been curious about feelings, though.
I could look into that. I'll look into. I'm writing that down in my notes. Look into resurrection.
The thing is, though, would that mean that my mechanical body would be gone?
Probably yes.
Reincarnation is a thing where your
Your
body
soul
dies,
would
right?
I don't know the specifics of it. I will have to do research. I just thought of it as an idea, and I've heard along the way, like this might be metagaming the spell, but I don't actually know the spell specifics.
Yeah.
This is Phane being like, I've heard of it been done before.
I'd be
It's
down.
stories,
Yeah.
but
I can like make a thing where we can store Felix's soul for a month.
this is a
I like
very
that Thor
strange
at this
tangent.
point is confident enough to casually talk about stuff like that. Yeah, I can make a thing.
I can make a thing to store your souls.
No big
In fact,
deal.
I can store all your souls.
No, it won't be. Well, here's the thing. It will probably not be as good a robot as what Felix is in currently because that takes time, and I haven't yet had the time to study Felix.
Sure. We need like a year downtime.
No, not a year. Okay, not a year. Come on, I'm a.
I
fast
think
food.
I'd rather you take a full year, to be honest.
No, but I can
Jonathan,
like make you a different kind of body. Like it could be like a mechanical cat.
That'd be for sure interesting as hell, yeah?
You'd be a tabaxi fighting paladin. Sorry.
Honestly, I'm down with whatever. As long as I keep my free will, I'm cool with it.
A mechanical cat on its hind legs.
I have gained my free will. As long as I am able to keep that and still be able to help you all, I'm cool with it.
You probably won't be
You'd
able to
still
help us
have
much as a cat.
Iron Storm bow, so you'd be a cat with this giant fuck off sword.
Cat! Sword cat!
Sword cat rather than a swordfish.
Yeah, sword cat.
I'll make it so that your tail can like elongate and wrap around the sword, and you can just.
I'd be a smiting cat.
You melt down Ironstorm and use the metal from it and infuse it into the new body so that you are one with Ironstorm.
I mean, these are all great dreams to have.
We're getting off
But what are we gonna do
topic
about the
real quick.
fucking core case we have currently?
Yes, on a day at a time.
I mean, okay, if it comes up that Hadrian would be okay with having his property returned, but the free will that was created by
Yeah, we'll
me
do
and
that.
not him, if that comes out as such, I would be cool with being transferred wherever, as long as I keep being myself in the end.
I just had a thought, like we just woke up and are like, hey, it's morning. Let's transfer bodies. Let's think about putting people into soul boxes.
It's not even the craziest
Sorry,
thing
what
we've
is it?
thought
It's
about.
like, it's not even.
I'm
It's
sure
not
a
even
lot
9
of people
o'clock.
have done this before. It's not like a
Yeah, my thing is-
unprecedented.
Like, we just woke up. We haven't had breakfast. We just got this thing mailed to us, and we're like, okay, conspiracy theory time. Let's do.
It's not even the craziest thing we've talked about.
I know.
I know it's not even the best morning we've had.
Hmm. Yeah, the thing is
But no,
only if I put Felix's consciousness into a different body, I don't know if it'll be as useful / versatile as the current body right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a great idea. We should listen to what Tamriel and Lyndon have to say before we make any solid ideas for Soulbox. And
oh yeah.
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 Kat, you kind of turned robot for a second and cutting out.
Oh no, I'll refresh.
Oh yeah.
She's fine for me. But no, she's not.
Mhm.
Anyways, well then, so we have the contract from Bundle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
Which is
waiting
very
for?
short and sweet. While you are having breakfast, Tamariel returns,
Hey.
Oh, hi.
looking slightly disheveled, like he hasn't been to sleep yet.
Hey, you want to crash here after you're done?
Right, morning.
The look on Phane. I think he can sneak attack on Tar for that look.
Could you remind me, the DM, what you wanted him to find out?
He's gathering stories, like he's gathering what
Information.
what the enemy team is doing, like how Hadrian is connected to the Empire or the Emperor specifically, what they are like, the stance they are coming with.
He was also talking in political circles about like
Yeah.
who would be on our side potentially, and like who could, like, he could sway to be like, these are good people, charity things, like support. He was trying to gain us support whilst finding out where people stood, basically.
Yeah, exactly. How they were going to attack the case, like if they are going to throw us under the bus or if they are trying to figure out what happened.
Right. Okay. Let's make a roll for this. Okay. Okay. Well, he sits down, just get some water, and all right. So the way I could discern is that, how do I put this delicately?
You can be indelicate. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, most of the people in the Imperial circle don't really know who you are.
That's good. Right?
It doesn't hurt.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any strong proponents in this place, but you also don't have enemies.
I mean, Hadrian's pretty sure Hadrian is an enemy at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also
Pretty
he has
sure.
a reputation for being brilliant but abrasive. He is hyper intelligent, but he knows it and shows it.
The worst type of people.
He's not
I
well
know.
liked.
The worst kind of asshole. Great.
Stand such people.
He's not the most well loved person in the imperial circles, but
Just arrogant.
he's important.
Not well loved, but well respected for his
because
brain. Yeah.
of what he can build and achieve. So they wouldn't necessarily want to anger him, but what I could find out about the justice court system in general, that it's usually fairly fair. I mean, it's not perfect, but you wouldn't just be. Since the founding of the empire, it's not like you are just being, you get decided before the case, and then you just.
Okay, so that's good. And what about the connection of Hadrian to the government?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they respect him, they need him, but his personality isn't.
So we shouldn't shoot for him to be arrested, because that's not what's going to happen.
Oh no. Well, I mean,
we should shoot for him dropping charges, basically.
If he did something extremely wrong, they would. If he tried to take over the world, they would do something about that. But so far, he has a good standing. He has an important role, but wouldn't necessarily help his case in front of the court, I think.
You know what Hadrian needs? He needs competition, you guys.
Tar, I'm sure you would be great competition, but I think we should deal with this first, and then we can talk about being competition.
I mean, do you mean competition in the fact that we're not from the Empire?
Well, I mean,
we are from the Empire.
Like, I don't think any of us are really
Well,
originally from the Empire, except for
What
Zahavah.
True.
Does Felix count as being part of the Empire?
For sure.
I'm not from the
I was
Empire.
made for the army for the Empire. Jesus, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was not born
Out
here.
of all of us, Felix is literally.
I think I'm the
Empire.
most Empire boy.
The
Oh,
most Empire. I am Empire, but I'm like outskirts
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
main.
You don't care.
I'm the rural. Oh god.
Though I
no.
gained sentient. No, I gained sentience in the Empire. That's the whole problem. That's why I'm a failed experiment. Yeah.
but that's also the thing we're relying on to prove that you had sentience before you got chucked into the
Yeah,
Feywild
it was
as
just-
property.
Exactly. I had sentience and free will, but the free will
Do
was
we have
cancelled.
any proof of that?
Mm-hmm.
We
I
don't
mean,
have-
our proof is
we
that
don't
once the
have-
circle was broken, my free will was there.
Yeah.
I have the broken circle. I don't know if they'd be able to fix it again with like magic, and then maybe like as an experiment, put it on your head and see if you lose your free will or some shit like that. You know,
I
we
think
could
that's our
probably-
best bet, to be honest. That the circlet, how do you say that? The circlet hindered me from making decisions. So it was designed to enslave a sentient being, right?
Mhm.
That's what we kind of rely on.
Yeah.
You have figured out that yeah, slavery is definitely illegal
In
on the
Empire.
continent.
Yeah.
Not on the continent.
Oh.
So if we present the case like that, I mean, we'll have to talk to Lyndon to see if that holds up. But if we present the case like that, that free will and sentience was there from the start, and the circle is suppressed free will instead of giving it,
Mhm.
I think
The
that's the
circlet was used to control you as per the whims and wishes of.
exactly. And once it was broken, I was able to make my own decisions instead of
Were-
dying.
Were there other robot
They kinda did,
automatons,
though.
whatever they're called? Did they have circlets on them as well?
I think the new robots are completely different.
Apparently,
probably
you
didn't
didn't
need
see it.
them.
You didn't
Yeah.
see a circlet.
It's probably built in. They're
I
probably
think I
got
made a check when we fought them, and they didn't seem to have free
Yeah.
will at all. They were drones, robots that were
Yeah,
capable of
possibly-
making decisions.
Possibly reasoned with them.
Bluetooth, yeah.
It,
We'll check
it
for a Bluetooth.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like the drone army analogy of Iron Man 2 holds up here.
Mhm.
So it's not a Jarvis in a suit. It's
him
it's
controlling
just
them.
the drone.
Yeah.
Or somebody, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you figure there would be some kind of control mechanism being a or something.
Yeah. So the new strategy is not giving them free will to make decisions, but instead
Yes.
um,
I mean,
giving decisions
you
to a lot of people.
you don't have the specs. They may be able to react, to certain situations in a autonomous way,
Mhm.
but
But
maybe
pre-programmed autonomy.
yeah, or definitely not not in their own initiative. But if you give them, attack this individual, this army, this place, they will find a way to do it.
Mhm.
But they won't do anything else.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was actually just playing Jarvis with this character.
I mean, kind of am doing that.
I
Yeah.
didn't even think about it until now.
With the whole
Yeah, a little
judgment
bit.
thing as well.
He's a little bit of
Yeah, we need to be a little careful with Ironstorm so that they don't think that we are exerting our will on you through Ironstorm. That is
For
a
sure.
problem.
I think also the fact that I did die when the circle was destroyed, and we bonded my soul or sentience to Ironstorm to make me live again. But I think we could word it in a way that would just say, "Oh well, the circlet had a failsafe," basically, right?
By the way, as you're having that conversation, you see Tamriel, who's just head on the table, and he's asleep now.
He's asleep now. All right.
I draw on
Yeah,
his face.
He was up all night, gathering information, probably having 1 or 2 drinks along the way. He's
I put his hand in some warm water so that he frees himself.
Oh my.
So
I'm glad we're all adults.
yeah, listen, he's just helped us to some degree. I'll drag
You're
him
right.
to
Is Fane's
to
new
one of the-
personality a frat boy?
It's always has been.
It always has been. It's that meme with the earth.
I'll take him to Felix's room since Felix doesn't actually require to sleep on a bed.
Yeah, fair.
Let him go there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least I'm not ringing bells and waking him up every 5 minutes he falls back to sleep.
That would be
You know,
extremely.
this is pretty passive for me. I'm being respectful.
All right.
We're so
Fair
proud
enough.
of your character growth.
Thank you.
Small steps, baby steps. Can we call Lyndon to show up?
Yeah, we need
yeah.
to talk to her.
She will show up after breakfast.
Yeah.
Mm.
We enjoy eating.
We took another long rest, right? Shit, I get all my
Yeah.
rice back.
Yeah, you have all your stuff. If you use any spell shots or stuff, you have them back.
Nice.
I just
Do you
had
need me to
some.
message anyone?
Not yet, I think. Maybe sometime.
Send a message.
I think we should discuss with Lyndon first what she has found out
Mm.
about
Do we want to
court
just
system.
send a message to what was the guy? No, we didn't find out his sister's name, did we? Or like anything about her?
No, we didn't find out the sister. We know Kurt, but
Oh, right.
we don't know
Cobain?
Kurt's sister. Yeah, Kurt Cobain.
Mhm.
Kurt
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
sister's name? It's Kurt and Cobain.
No.
No.
A
Um,
dynamic duo.
The
Well-
dynamic duo, Kurt and
you-
Cobain.
Did you get the name? Yes, you did. I think.
Yeah, we got the
Possibly.
name of the girl, but we don't know her. I can't send a message unless.
That is right.
I could try scrying on a thing. I'm not going to scry on a person because I suck at that, but I could scry on a thing. I could try a person, but I'd probably fail. Anyone you guys want to scry on?
I'm not sure if we want. Not yet, I
Just-
think.
Scry on our house, make sure everything's like going good there.
Oh,
you
we
know.
could find out about if the stone came in, right? Didn't we place a massive order for stone? For
Oh yeah, do you
Alexander?
want me to scry in on Felonia and check if our stone orders come through?
Yes, we absolutely should spend a spell slot in our current situation doing that.
I'll
Let's
just
go.
message. I think
Let's
I'll just
go.
message her and make sure that our stone delivery is signed off on.
Did you send?
I
did
think
you
that-
send? Did you send her the money?
no, we didn't send her the money. We asked her to get the permit first because we needed the permit for it.
She got that.
Remember, we went through all the bureaucracy, but now we
Yeah.
need to get the money to her to.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's no point unless we.
She got the permit. She told
Yeah,
you
she
that.
got the permit, but we were just gonna pop here and then pop back and pay the money and then.
Yeah, it was
wait for
gonna be a
delivery.
day trip, you guys.
Yeah. So we don't have the money to her, so we can't pay for we can't get her to pay out of pocket. Unless we have a safe in the house that we could tell her. No, bad
We
idea.
don't have a safe in the house. What are
We
you
don't
talking
have a safe.
about? Zahavah carries all our money.
That's true. We should have a place where we put savings.
I mean, Zahavah carries all the money. It's as safe as
We
it
have a
can
place
get.
where we put
Zahavah
savings. It's
is
called
our
Zahavah.
Zahavah, you're our safe.
Yeah.
We trust you most.
That is saying a
Oh,
lot.
that. Wow.
Not there in the morning. She's heated out. She's the only one from the Empire. She's like, I backstabbed them all. They all
I
went
have
to
no
prison.
reason. Ha 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 ha.
She was the mole.
Yeah.
Turned
You are the
soul.
imposter.
You are the imposter.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, I think no, we can't. We've got no one to message or scry on, so
But you guys
Okay,
don't know my
right.
story. I mean, it could be true.
it's true. You,
I mean, we
all
do know
I've
that you
seen
were
is-
in a cave at some point.
All I've seen is a house with a family that I'm weirded out by because you say it's your brother, but they never let you in the house, and it's very
Yeah,
creepy.
I never said it was my brother.
We really need
No,
to.
but you said you had a brother.
Yeah, we
No,
really,
the
really
brother
need
was the
to.
bear. The bear
Yeah,
was
but
the
that's only
brother.
because she was
Because
left in a cave. I think
No,
that's
because
the way
the
around
bear
it is.
tackled you and tried to kill you one time, and I remember asking about it, and you were like, "Brothers just do that." And then I made a connection that maybe it was the bear that tackled you and tried to kill you because a human wouldn't do that.
It
This is
sounds like
that-
a Disney movie. I'm just
This is like
saying.
the bit that's like the board with the red strings, and you're just like wildly.
Yeah, no, it's true, but like that house was weird.
It's true.
Isn't this just like
It
Brother
was
Bear? the
definitely a
movie?
bear.
It's
I
just
think her
Brother
whole
Bear the
family is a
movie.
bear. Her whole family is bears, but I want to know who the family was. She wasn't in any of the pictures.
I think,
I
yeah,
think
she
it's
got
just the
left. I'm
family-
pretty sure she got
I think
left and
it's-
then got picked
I
up by
think
bears.
I think it's the family she just stared at. You know, like creepily, like
That's what I
that
think.
is my family, but they're not. But she just like
She
creepily
got.
stared.
I
at
think
them.
she got left and then returned to watch the family from afar, which is so
that's
sad.
heartbreaking.
Yeah,
That's
which is
that.
so sad.
Oh, that's too sad.
And I would trust Kate to
Leslie
do
wouldn't
that,
do
which is
that
why
to
I think
us.
that's the thing.
I would never do that to my character. I'm
That's
gonna
so-
give you all backstory.
Just
Oh, nice ones.
to be left behind and then to come back and see that the family has moved on. Ugh. No. That's why you don't go back. You just keep moving forward.
Oh yes, Phane.
What if you're really, really young and you don't know?
Oh yes, indeed.
You don't know any better, so you just don't know if it is your family or not. So it's just the first family you stumbled upon, and therefore you assume it's yours, but it's not. It's just a
Oh
random
my god,
family.
she didn't know that humans even existed. She
Yeah,
just thought
it's
she
just
was
the
a
first
weird
family
bear.
she came across and was like, "This is normal."
Oh my
One
god,
pig
these
gets
are
left
people like
outside,
me.
and the rest stay inside, and I'm just the one
Weird.
that's left outside. That's normal.
How do you not know? God,
Kate
you-
just quickly
put you
rewrites
in
her
the
own
zone of
backstory.
truth
Like,
and
this is better.
Yeah.
This is like, why are we like, we're like like I imagine this as like Felix and Phane are just sitting in a room discussing like, because obviously Phane has been inside Zahavah's head and they're discussing the experience, and this is just like this
Exactly.
conversation they're having.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're just having this conversation while Zahavah's having a bath or eating and Tara's doing something else. Where it's like, yeah, no, what if?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, Phane and Felix conspiracy duo.
Okay, so after in the late morning, your lawyer arrived.
Our lawyer, I love that.
Feel like it's
Law and order. Dun-dun.
yeah.
He walked in.
Lyndon, tell us some good news.
Well,
That's just a great start.
Mm.
go on.
Well,
Well,
Oh, wow.
I am optimistic about the rest of this.
The precedences concerning the question of sentience are a bit thin on the ground. So we would be creating precedent
Oh, great.
one way or the other.
great. Love that. That means we can do
Well-
what we want. Hey.
Yes, but also we can call on previous judgments, which makes it a little bit inconvenient, but I think we can manage. I mean, my main concern, to be honest, is beating the treason charge. Because if you are sent for treason, there's not much I can do for you.
I mean,
What is the punishment for treason? Is it banishment? Is it death?
No, no. It would be life imprisonment.
Oh,
life.
Yes,
Life imprisonment.
yes. For the
That-
rest, as in for the rest of your.
What about for the rest of theirs?
he's a human. He'll die.
Not mine. Just don't preset my life. Like
Don't
go
preset
for
mine
For
either.
the rest
Jesus.
one of the humans, maybe.
Yeah, one of the humans. Let's get a human up in here.
if we end their lives, they'll forget about us. Right?
Treason. There's no way to prove we're not
So
treasonous
we
unless
have
we
good
like
news and bad news as well from our side. Bad news.
take an oath to the
Do tell.
Bad
Empire?
news, I'm Indian.
Bad news is that the contract does say that Hadrian is allowed to put his stuff in the Feywild, and
I
the
hand Lyndon
Fey
the
Lord
contract.
would protect it.
Right.
Which technically, like a thin ice out that we would have there is that we know him, the Fey Lord, and he could just say, "Yes, I entrusted the property into these hands."
Because they're trustworthy.
Well,
Yeah, he's supposed to protect the property, and he thought it best that it was protected with us.
that could be argued. Maybe. I'll think on that. It's definitely all right that you were put there because it says his creations, not his property or stuff.
I also have this random account of Felix's mindscape throughout the process of becoming sentient and the circlet being smashed. If that helps, it's
There's actually an important distinction there, and that is that I was sentient and had free will from the start, but it was suppressed by the circlet. And we have...
So there was slavery from the start. Just as a document. I don't know if it's helpful at all, but
we have documentation in the form of my mindscape.
Well, if we can get that permitted in court, it might help.
Yeah, it is. You'll notice that it's been notarized as within the zone of truth spell by several. I know that they're all my colleagues, but I mean, you could also read it and
we could also say it again in court.
Yeah, I'm happily have my mind read.
Yes, I was going to ask about that.
Just assume where the behind just zooms away.
Speaking of zone of truth, are you generally okay with being if they decided to put you into one?
Yeah.
Generally no, but in this situation, yeah, sure, fuck it.
I mean, you can decline any question that is not in the scope of the court and the case.
Fuck it, we got nothing to hide in this treason case. Like, we're not treasonous. Like, we're not treasonous.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind as well.
We didn't attack first either.
Also, brain memory stuff. Like, I don't believe our brains have been altered at any time. So, memory-wise, it is possible to alter memories, but none of us have that capability at the moment. So.
Well, but you could have gotten your memories altered.
I mean, that's a zone of truth thing, though. Did you get your memories altered? No, we didn't.
Well, you would remember that.
You wouldn't remember. Trust me, that would be something you would take into account when doing. I've thought about it. I've dabbled in it.
But I mean, that's the case in any single court scenario, though.
Yes.
In any accusation.
But that's the point that magic isn't exactly a be-all and end-all, because there are other magics that can counteract the magics that you're being used. So.
Yes. So they might throw a greater restoration on you before your testimony, just to recover any.
That would also be an awesome backstory drop, if
they were altered by magic. That is.
I'm good with it.
If they were modified, if you're delusional, that doesn't really help.
Can you imagine if that was like someone's backstory drop as well? If greater restoration was cast on them and then suddenly their altered memory changed, and
with someone you mean Phane?
No, like, but like, can you imagine if that happened?
That'd be
like
cool,
as a story, like, oh, it'd be dope. Anyway,
yeah.
But yes.
Right. Well, if you don't have any further questions, or anything that I need to know.
I don't think so. We didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was a slave from the start. I think those are the main two thing.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Slavery and we're not treasonous.
Yeah.
Bam.
They're
Does it
not
matter
bad
that,
people, alright?
like, is it a problem if like Phane and I are not from the Empire per se?
We can take oaths.
Not necessarily.
I think we've talked about this before. They prefer it if you're from the Empire, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the laws still apply.
Yeah.
Also, just because we were discussing this morning in great depth, way more than we probably should have, what is your opinion on potentially putting the sentience of Felix into a stone, returning the property that is the body, and keeping the soul? Would that hold up, or is that not?
If it
That would.
if it comes to that, if the return of the creation is demanded, then potentially.
But it's treason for the stuff we know, so it probably wouldn't come to that, right?
I doubt it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're being treasonous for knowing things that we were told by Hadrian.
Yeah.
So technically, hold on, isn't he the treason?
treason?
Didn't he commit treason?
Isn't he treasonous for telling us?
Yeah, isn't he the traitor? Let's flip it on him. He told us.
Didn't they argue that?
2 people of ours are not from the Empire.
Yeah, he just blatantly said good shit to us.
Yeah.
We asked and he told us.
Well, let me ask this. Did your friend Felix tell you about his origins when he met you?
Pretty
much as
sure
he
I did,
could.
yeah.
See? So you went there to confirm, not to learn?
We went there
No,
to just meet my maker.
I said as much as he knew. He didn't know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think you can. I think his accusation has a certain basis. I'm not saying you're guilty. I'm just saying he has a
Yeah.
basis for it,
Yeah, sure.
and that's what
I
we
think
have.
he's dumb.
That's what we have to beat. It's not about
Basis is dumb.
it's not about flipping it or getting anybody else in trouble. This is for now about beating the the charges against you and getting you free.
Yeah. Fair. Okay, let's go.
I
Let's
think
get
our
this over and done
the
with.
strongest bases we have are slavery and also, what was the other thing?
Slavery and we're good people.
You're innocent.
Oh yeah, slavery, and we didn't attack anything. We just
Slavery
went there and
and we're good
Yeah,
people that Bundle trusted with. We're good characters.
yeah.
Trustworthy.
Which is, to be honest, kind of on the iffy side.
Nah, you believe it. Believe it. So truth and ask you if we're a good person. See if I say yes.
I think
50-50 split in this party.
Believe I'm a good person.
I think we're the question of are we good people could be answered
Nah.
with we're people that try.
Yes, we're good people.
We just try so hard.
Try so hard.
We're doing our best here.
We're doing our best. We're just stupid as hell.
We're
Alright.
so dumb. We're so dumb.
One more brief few-minute break. I gotta hunt down some stuff, and then if you don't want to do anything else that day, you can discuss. Then we will move on to day 1 of court.
Yeah, let's go to court.
Yeah.
Let's throw some
Let's go to
Phoenix
court.
right phrases. up.
Let's go to court.
The abyss is coming, guys. Can you, like,
I can
slowly,
see.
the light is lowering.
Yeah, I can see that.
Abyss.
I'm going to attune to my ring.
Which ring?
Mind shielding?
Yeah. I don't see the point of attuning to the sword right now. I don't think we're fighting anything.
But is it
I
not?
don't think we should find anything.
Yeah.
Isn't that dumb? Because you'll be fighting the if they try to zone a truth you, you'll just automatically fail with that.
Automatically fail? No.
I mean, pass because you have that protection. So
Does it
you
work
shouldn't
like
wear it to show that you're being truthful.
They won't be able to tell.
I think they will.
No, they won't because it goes invisible.
Yeah, but the magic won't work, and they'll know. Like I knew when I tried to read, what's his face's mind, and he had the ring on.
Oh, that it was blank.
Yeah.
You can just pretend I'm dumb.
Ty,
I
you
know.
can't pretend you're dumb.
That's true. Nobody'll believe it.
Exactly.
Hang on.
You just gone invisible in front of me, Tar. Tar, this is just so inconsiderate. Like I'm having a conversation with you. Don't
I know
be
you can.
invisible.
I know you can do that at will, but please,
Yeah, but like, please, I'm trying to have a conversation. Just be civilized.
I'm
Please.
so sorry. This thing just got hit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wait. It says.
it's the same as when a parent yells, "You come back here, young man."
I am not a young man.
Don't you turn
But it
invisible.
says they can't determine whether you are lying. So I can just answer them. They can't tell.
But the magic, they'll know that the magic's being blocked, is what I'm saying.
No. They just won't know I'm lying.
I mean, I'm just saying that because I've tried it game-wise. I've tried it on someone before, and I knew. So if Phane could work it out, I think some high-level magic
see if they
users
do.
will know.
I
We'll see
mean,
if
we
they
know
do.
for a fact
Like
that Hadrian is a dumbass, so who knows?
if Phane can put 2 and 2 together, I'm just saying.
You've known me for a while. The others have not.
Well, I was doing it on someone I didn't know. It wasn't you who I was trying to read.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it on Modern?
Yeah. He had the same ring. And that's why I knew what that
Same
ring
ring?
was. Yeah, that's why I knew what that ring was when we got it, because I'd seen it before.
Oh, I should have stolen his.
Yeah, he has one. He
That's
was
the
wearing
thing
it. I
Tor
think that
gets
would have
hung
been
up
great.
on.
Yeah. Oh, the abyss is coming. Sorry, I just like, oh.
The void is slowly swallowing
The
your
void is
surroundings.
coming.
Well, I'm still going to wear it because that's 100% what Tara will do. And she won't
That's
tell
fair.
me.
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
I
I'm
will
telling
know.
you guys, but Tara is 100%
Yeah.
not telling y'all.
It still throws me off that Dab and Stab are the 2 OGs in this group. It's crazy.
Steve.
I want you all to take a lesson from this, that being a shit is the only thing that keeps
being
you
being selfish
I-
shit works
Oh,
out.
it's not in this book. My favorite drawing is the one of Tar and Phane as the slamming the thing and doing the trumpet.
Exactly.
It's not in this book, but it's in the other one. It's like
Yeah.
my favorite drawing.
I love that meme so much. When Amelie and Erin aren't around, or when
Yeah.
Felix and Zahavah aren't around, I don't remember
Yeah.
who made it first.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Aaron. It was Aaron.
It was
Days.
Aaron. Yeah.
It was great.
My favorite picture is Thor and Erin on the horse.
Oh shit!
Just
Yeah.
Oh. We were riding a horse to go and save the people from the rift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The explosion.
Yeah,
and
we were just booking it through town.
Yeah. And you guys sucked at riding horses.
Yeah, I rolled some shit animal handling checks.
Yeah.
Because I don't get along
Yes.
with them that
Yes. Very
This
cool.
one hasn't got as many drawings. There's a sad Zahavah here.
well. Oh.
Sad
Oh
Zahavah.
no! Don't be sad.
No, don't be sad, drink honey.
Be happy,
There's
Bear.
a fabulous Phane just standing there.
When is Phane not fabulous?
Yeah,
I know. She's just
There's
doing
a
some harm.
a lot of dumb stuff on here.
Yeah.
There's stuff that doesn't make sense.
There's
me
some
scribbling while I
snakes in
talk.
This one. Snakes.
Nick.
All right.
Oh, there's Felix's mask.
Ooh yeah.
So, any more plans for the day?
Sorry, there's
Um,
Phane choking on his own cough.
Wow.
Which is-
Good sketch.
Good guy.
He's
I
like
don't
being
think we want to do
overdramatic.
anything else, right?
Throat
No.
leads stage.
I mean, Felix will check up on everybody, like making sure we're okay. But other than that,
Zahavah and tar through the acid rain.
Oh yeah. I won't do anything as a donut. I'll just unattune to the frostband sword and attune to my ring, which I think I'd already attuned to, but just making sure that it's attuned.
Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
How's
I don't have
Zahavah
anything
feeling in this whole court thing?
The whole thing is all a little bit too much for her. She doesn't understand half of it. She would just like to punch Hadrian in the face for making all this happen. And she is working on controlling her temper in case she knows she has to see him. She
Mhm.
made us
That's
Mm.
we'll do some anger, like breathing, counting to 4 and breathing because we can't count to 10.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Inner peace.
Exactly.
Yeah. We Kung Fu Panda this. Great.
Okay.
Should we smash cut to the next day at court?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do this, bitch.
All right. Okay. So the next morning, you are being after breakfast. You are being collected by the guards that stomp around here,
Mm-hmm.
and Odafi kind of like as you get up comes in and says, "Well, for all that's worth, I wish you good."
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You were a delight. Thank you. Been the most nice warden we've had.
Also,
Not
the
that
only
we've had
one.
many.
We've had
Yeah.
a lot of those.
No, we have not. This is the first one. Just
This is
Yeah, not that we've had
different.
many wardens, but you've been the best.
You were definitely pleasant guests to have around, and maybe we can see each other again in different circumstances.
In different settings, yeah.
Man, this
I
boy is
would-
starved for touch, isn't he?
Stop. I'm keeping note of this guy. We're gonna send him messages. We're gonna send him a care package when this is all done if we're not in jail.
Yeah.
This is Phane's like adopting him like we adopted Bundle.
I don't
Yes.
adopt people. I don't know what you're talking about.
You literally adopted Bundle.
I don't adopt people. Bundle is just a friend's
adopt
son that I
cats.
care a lot about.
Some adopt cats, others adopt people, you know?
I don't
Yes,
adopt
Zahavah
people.
adopts animals.
Amelie was just a very close friend, and I want to make sure that her son is taken care of
That
and
is
grows up
incredibly kind of you. Let's go to court.
not. It's just yeah, it's good court.
Let's focus on the matter at hand. Let's go.
Yeah, focus. Is that like we do?
Okay, so you are being brought by four of these giant creatures out of the where you've been. You still have the bracelets on, by the way.
Hmm.
Those
Have we
are
had them on this whole time?
Yeah.
Jesus, okay.
So you couldn't escape.
I mean, it makes sense when you say it like
That
that.
kind of, yeah. Now that you say it
When
like
you say it- yeah. Oh, well, okay.
They basically prevented you from using any magic to disappear.
I can use magic to disappear all I want.
You couldn't bamf out.
That's different disappearing.
very true.
I mean, for the other stuff, there's the guards. You haven't tried them.
Yes, we're being good people.
Please do.
We're not traitors. Why don't they get it? I'm kidding. Let's go to court.
No, you haven't tried to get by the guards. Please.
They're so nice. I didn't even destroy their property.
Okay, and you're being led through a through hallways, and you see courtiers running about doing their jobs. And some of them briefly stop and, look at you as these armored creatures lead you through. And then you're in front of a door. And there's additional guards. These are more regular. And one of them, human, point to basically cabinets. Right. I need you to relinquish all your weapons.
Yeah, I better get iron and armorly back after this. I take out my 2 wands.
We might have a problem. How far is this in front of the courtroom?
Oh shit! I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about that.
Exactly.
Oh fuck!
I was looking at Chip and I was like,
Oh
no.
shit! I mean, this could work in our favor.
It could be evidence. We could like sneak it
It's
in as
just
evidence.
powered down. Like it's just a powered down robot. Oh shit! We need them to talk. Is Lyndon here?
We need our lawyer.
Yes, she
Lyndon.
she
Hey,
arrived
Lyndon.
as you are.
This is
Lyndon.
evidence.
You remember that thing we talked about, the sword?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we have to give up our weapons
Yeah.
to get in.
Obviously.
Yeah, remember the thing we said about the...
What's the range on that?
Short.
A meter, if that.
No. I think it's like 10 feet or 15 feet. Hold on, I have written it down somewhere.
We haven't actually judged it though, personally.
Yeah, we haven't tested it.
No, we have in the jungle.
Did we test it though, or did we just
Was
tell
it
you down and run away?
150 feet?
No.
You stabbed it into the ground at one stage.
Yeah.
Outside
No,
the
we did
10,
test
and you
it.
were inside the 10, so that's why it's only reckoned it's like a couple of meters.
Okay, I'm giving up my weapons though, as just so that it's not awkwardly
I
stalling.
think it was like 20 feet.
You know what I mean?
15?
Like it's like
Yeah.
Felix's last, and I'm being like, and this is a very important one. So take very good care of this, and this, it's really hard for me to give this up. And I'm just gonna stall, but
Yeah.
in a way that doesn't seem like stalling. I just seem like an overprotective person.
And
Mine
they
is just, like, pulling out swords and daggers and continuously. They're just like,
Oh
no.
yeah, I request a form to fill out so that I have a receipt for all of them. Yeah.
You do get receipts. You do. They
Yeah.
they are very meticulous.
Yeah.
And they kind of describe every item.
Yep. Yeah, we go through that just so that it's really tedious and so that Felix has time to do whatever Felix needs to do.
I have 3 daggers, 2 swords, 1 short bow, 1 hand crossbow.
Or is that scene where
mean-
you just pull out daggers from increasingly unlikely places?
I've got my rapier, a dagger. I've got my 2 wands. I think that's it.
I got a mace and a sword That's it.
Right.
Oh, I have to
Zahavah?
give up. I have to give up my lyre, don't I?
I have 11 different items that could be considered a bad thing.
Zahavah's an arsenal.
I have
Shit.
I got the big old rod,
Mm,
the minotaur throw, the maul, my claw glove, a glaive,
mm.
4 javelins, a spear, a javelin of lightning.
Yeah.
I also have 2 daggers,
Mm-hmm.
a beast tooth that has been carved into a sharpy pointy daggery thing.
Mm-hmm.
What else have I got? Oh, a basilisk thing. That could
Yeah.
be bad. Some really interesting dinosaur claws could also be bad.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that's. Oh, I've got a pair of manacles if anyone wants to see them.
Oh god, the manacles.
I've got so much shit that could be bad.
Okay.
I
so
think
you
it's.
are
I think
all
it's.
making- You're all making piles.
I think it's 20 feet, by the way, but I'm not
Okay.
quite sure.
Well,
It might be 25.
if you need it to be able to participate, I think we can file a... Hold on, please.
It's also evidence that might help.
You can hold it. Someone else can hold it, so that it's not like.
Just wait here for a second.
Oh,
And
thank
she
you,
goes-
Lyndon. You're the best.
She goes in And
in the
after-
meantime, I put out the shield, the mace, my iron bands of binding, and the wand of fireballs.
and
Oh,
after
do the lion figurines count?
Yeah.
All right, have my pets.
Wait, do you guys want everything that's dangerous that I have?
Or torches size and pulls out more stuff.
this is like the airport metal detector, but for magic items and weapons.
You
A
want
mirror is not
all
dangerous.
my
I can keep my
magic
mirror.
items?
I
What?
keep my mirror because it's not magical.
Yeah. No, what did Oreo say?
Armor is fine. Yeah, Oreo, what do you say?
You want like all my magic shit, like my slippers or spider climb and
Those are fine.
okay.
Offensive
Anything that could
stuff,
be
I
used.
think, is the.
Yeah.
Anything with offensive capabilities.
I cannot give up my fists.
This is like all liquids have to be less than 100 milliliters
Yeah.
in a clear.
Oh my god! So all the potions as well.
Mhm.
If they have offensive capabilities, healing potions, for example, are
I
fine.
just
Acid-
love
no.
the scene where Thor
Yeah.
pulls out all these daggers, and then she's like, "Oh wait, everything that's dangerous." Oh, and keeps going, putting out more shit.
The worst person in airport security.
Usually I just walk right through and they never can tell.
Oh, fuck.
I have like assassin wine poison. Is that dangerous?
Yes, it's poison.
Is that dangerous?
Vial of object damaging acid. Is that
Yes.
dangerous? I
Yeah.
have applications of dancing monkey fruit oil.
That would be fine.
4 poison darts. I don't know where I got those.
I had 4
She's
things,
like,
guys.
pull out these stuff. I don't know where I got those, by the way.
The guards, though, are more bemused.
My funny thing is I can't believe they didn't do this before. Like while we were
Yeah,
in the
why
prison.
now, right?
Like what?
You can
the
have
fuck?
this stuff in prison, but don't bring it to court.
Yeah.
Is the vial of forgetfulness potion dangerous?
Not really, no.
Okay.
And probably not something you want them to know we have.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
love.
leaving the rest of the stuff, man. They won't even know what it is.
Yeah, but they seem more bemused than anything else.
Phane and Felix are already done, and just Zahavah and Tora just keep going and just discussing. And
Welcoming.
Yeah.
Oh wait, well, I've got the bag of holding. These weapons in the bag of holding.
Don't remove.
I think you just give the bag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Too bad,
actually,
too
what
better.
I could do is put all our stuff into the bag of holding so we know it's safe.
True.
We'll still just get receipts for it all. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And
we'll-
after,
obviously.
I'm
well,
not
when you
giving-
get done with that,
2 hours later.
eventually, Lyndon comes back out. Well, I could argue the point. So if you would just hand that sword over to that individual, and she points to one of the armored creatures,
Shing. Present.
and he just takes it from you and holds it like this, and
Thank
then
you.
follows you into the right.
Hmm. You
and
should
she
try
kind-
talking with the sword. It's a great conversation with this.
Oh my god, Ironstorm corrupts the golems.
In my head, I say, Ironstorm, please don't say anything unless you talk to directly.
I think I can hold my tongue.
Don't have a tongue.
There was
It's in my head, though.
And
Now is not the time
But
to talk
Felix
back.
is confused for a short moment. Wait. Oh, yes. Figure of speech.
It's a figure.
It's like,
Right.
we neither of us has tongues. What are you talking about?
and then it kind of like stretches her arms, tracks her neck. Right, let's do this.
Sure.
And the doors are being opened, and you're being brought into this massive hall. You can see there is a seating raised dais with a seating bench on top, where You don't know, but you'd think 5 people could sit comfortably with space between them. There is seating for an audience, which is empty. This is apparently not a public.
Oh, COVID.
Yes.
A pandemic.
It's
of
a pandemic,
stuff
man.
or
God
wherever
knows,
we are,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
pandemic we are.
Probably
No, also this is for now it's a hearing, so there is no public. In a trial that might be different. And there is there's tables in front of the dais, one for you, set up with chairs, and another one for apparently the prosecution. And you can see all around. It's there's marble floors, very delicately carved pillars holding up the ceiling. There's leaf gold. There's more carvings. The ceiling is painted with a huge depiction of the city itself, of Utran itself, in its basically current form, so in its prime, which is at the moment.
I make a mental note.
And on the floor, you can see this huge crest of the Empire, which I've never figured out anyway.
No, you have figured it out. It's the thing on the shield of Felix.
Oh, right. Yeah. True. Yeah. But it's on the whole floor.
Wait, what is the crest then?
The crest is a 4-part thingy. So in vertical, it's divided by a river. In horizontal, it's divided by a mountain range. And then there's an ox head. There's 3 coins. There's a scale.
Yes.
And a sword.
Yes. Yeah. True. Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. Because of how it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The symbols of power. What makes it powerful?
Yeah.
Resources, money, justice, and might.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what. Yeah, and it kind of like, I mean, it's kind of inlaid in a circle, but it just barely stops at the corners. So there are some, edges of the room where it doesn't span. And it's yeah, you definitely would have been more than 20 feet away from the door when you're at your table.
Understandably so.
And the guardian follows Felix. Sword still held out. Only they don't have any, muscles that could get tired.
Yeah.
Just holding the sword like this, silently, and stands a bit to the side of you, so you can't just grab. You couldn't just grab at the sword.
For sure.
And
I'm also no armor right now.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. Take your seats, and she seems, from the room, she seems kind of like, this is so bloody ostentatious. You pissed off important people.
I think they just like to intimidate people. That's why they do all this.
Or wouldn't you? I mean, if you want to, make sure that people don't fib, presenting a strong front is a good idea.
We didn't count on pissing them off, by the way.
Oh, I think I'm quite aware of that, but you still did.
That is true.
Let's see if we can get this done quickly, or not. Let's see. And then eventually from a side door, different entrance, Hadrian and a Sorry. A halfling enter. Very properly, finely dressed, both of them. And she, when you had taken your seat, she briefly goes over to the halfling, and they shake hands. And greet each other. Counsel.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Thank you.
Mister. Right. Well, then she comes back. That is Joris. He'll represent the prosecution.
Joris.
Yes.
I fully heard it as Doris, and I was like,
Same.
Joris.
that's so great.
Nope, not.
It was so comical, Chip. Like an anime character. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Sorry, Cat, but that life is
I've-
hitting you so good right now.
Put that
Oh,
into
thank
that.
you.
Ooh, I almost wrote it correct.
It'll go dark soon, and then the lighting
Yeah,
will go.
The
For
void
the
is
moment.
coming.
Enjoy your moment.
Natural lighting.
You cannot stop the void.
The void is coming for me.
It really is.
Unstoppable.
All right. Yeah, he will be arguing for the other side, and when I could find, she's now just talking to you in a quiet voice. When I could find out, he's bloody good. So this should be interesting.
We have faith in you as well. Don't worry, Lyndon.
Oh, thank you, but just saying, he's not a hack.
Yeah, if it's really too hard, we can kill him later.
Maybe don't say this in
That
court, Tara.
They don't have recording machines.
No, but it's a threat nonetheless.
The little count tally of our things just go up. Like,
Yeah.
Conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah, exactly. Indirect
I don't know
threat
how
against
you
an
guys
official.
think we have a chance.
Yeah, and Hadrian and Joris are in conversation as well. And then at some point, a herald steps in and says, "All rise." And Joris and Hadrian stand up.
Yes, so do we.
Yeah.
it's happening, guys. It started.
The happening.
The heck?
All rise, all rise, all rise.
That's in the back of our heads. We all stand up as we rise.
Da, da,
We're fucking idiots.
Beautiful.
Oh my
I love you all.
stupid.
I miss this. Oh,
Yeah.
good. So good.
Yeah, we rise like the blue song.
Right. Now entering the honorable judge or judge. Well, let's make it judge, because I can't think of a proper another word. The word I'm hunting for, I can't find it.
That's okay.
Don't hunt for words, man. World Protection
Just
Service.
imagine someone hunting for words and like killing them, like
I'm
finding
gonna get the World Protection Services up in here.
like getting a bow and arrow, like shooting down a word. They're hunting for it. Sorry, just in my head it went. Okay.
The honorable judge, Darilla Bluefont presiding. And in comes a dressed in a robe of white and gold.
White, cold. Or is it blue and black?
Jesus Christ!
I'm done. It's over.
Oh my gosh!
You can leave. You can actually leave. I'm fine with you leaving. Goodbye.
I think we win the case.
Wow. You're not going to win with that.
We win the case. Just take your jacket off. Take your jacket off. We win.
The case will just not be important anymore. We'll all discuss the color of her robes.
That's hilarious.
Is this Judge Darilla?
Yes.
Okay. I can imagine Zahavah making that. I'm like, Zahavah, don't giggle in court.
I'm just like, Darilla. Darilla.
Yeah, oh, we're gonna do so well.
We met one of you in the jungle.
And in walks this very severe-looking, oldish half-elf. Very severe face, like no nonsense, hair pulled back. And all of you, well, those of you who have visited a school, immediately get that feeling of being in the headmaster's office.
We did a bad thing. We regret the thing we did.
In primary school, where you are very short and an adult.
Full on.
Just a dinosaur music.
Jesus fucking Christ. Turn to the orchestra. Quiet down.
Just off to the side.
Can you stop? Yeah.
It's actually below the dais in a pit. You can't see. It's like the Oscars. If you argue too long, you're being played off.
Yeah, exactly.
You get played off. The music they play you off is good.
It just becomes louder and more aggressive as long as
Exactly, yeah, louder and more aggressive.
50 starts monologuing, you were like, oh my god, we just like...
Cool. Come on, let's go on with this track.
Alright, come on. We haven't even started yet.
Of course not.
We've got this point and now we're scared.
Yeah, we're focused, we're being stern.
Good day to you. The accused, consisting of Zahavah Riverside, Phane, a failed experiment, also called Felix, and Tar Black Tinker, represented by Lyndon, and the prosecution represented by Harian Woodgreave and Joris Lightkeeper. Please have a seat. You all can sit back down, except for the Guardian who just remains standing. Like 10 feet away from Felix, holding the sword out. Well, you are aware of the charges, I presume?
Lyndon speak for us, or do we have to speak?
just and she just leans over. Just confirm individually that you have been made
Yes.
aware of the charges.
We are aware of
Yes, we have been
charges.
made aware of the charges.
That. What
Yeah, but I don't agree with them.
All right. Okay, so
Good job, Zahavah. We're proud of you.
settle down.
Zahavah says it really loud so she can hear.
She's quite old.
She's old.
That's why we're here,
Oh.
because we don't agree with them.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I've never been to court before. I'm like looking down at
That's
the
not
line.
where-
right. Well,
Come
And
on.
I, ooh,
Hello?
okay. One of the defendants has disappeared.
they bamfed out.
They just put off their video. Must be fun.
Sorry, just one sec.
Okay. Right. Well,
You fall off the chicken.
No, I did not. Someone came in the door. I just wanted to give them some privacy.
well, to potentially expedite proceedings, are there any of the charges you don't disagree with?
It's just the last one, right?
Disturbance of
Treason?
peace, right?
We
That's the one.
disagree with
Treason?
that. We
There were
disagree.
three.
The first two we sort of partially agree
I mean,
with.
disturbance of peace is no issue. Like, we disturbed the
agree.
peace. That's a thing that happened.
Yes.
Do want to point out the destruction of property was because of self-defense.
Yeah, I was running and jumping out the window, so yes.
No, yeah, we agree with the first two charges. It's the third of treason that we disagree with.
Yes.
Vehemently disagree with.
Right.
Yep.
Well, and she at that point she gives Zahavah a very piercing look. Do you agree with that as well?
Yeah.
Well then, that cuts a bit of time.
We're not trying to deny that we did, in fact, jump out the window, basically.
Oh, you know, I definitely did jump out of a window on a robot.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Only talk when
and
being spoken
Zahavah.
to, thank you.
Just to be honest, you squashed some flowers as well.
Technically, I didn't. The robot.
Okay,
Robot
let's
does
not.
squash them.
Okay, stop. Hold on.
It was honest.
Fucking orchestra starts speaking again.
Well then, that does make things a little briefer, but we still have the main charge to contend with, I believe. A penalty will be discussed or set for the first two. That shouldn't be an issue. But the suspicion of treason. I think it's what's gonna keep us here a while. Right, Mr. Lightkeeper, Mr. Woodgreave, would you present your accusations, please? And George stands up. Well, you see, these individuals gained possession of what is soon to be named Warforged, or no, what has my bad. What has been named Warforged trademark. Called by its creator failed experiment. While in the Feywild, they removed him from the Feywild and have been parading them around the world for anybody to see and potentially copy, which presents a clear and present danger to the safety of the Empire.
Objection.
I'm not. We're not at that stage
No,
yet.
no,
I
we're
don't
not
think.
arguing yet. We're just presenting
just
cases.
presenting
we're not
the case.
arguing yet.
Oh, I don't know how to.
Objection.
That's okay. Objection. Objection. Sustained. Overruled.
And when when Mr. Woodgrave attempted to detain them for clarification, they resisted this, and that led to the first two charges, which had already been established. And he kind of looks over to Hadrian, and he nods. Right. That is the case we bring before you. Right. Defense, do you have anything to counter that with?
Counter.
Present
Okay.
our case now.
Yeah, present our case. Yeah.
So
I
Lyndon's going
think
to present.
is Linton doing that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we can describe what we want Lyndon to kind of say, right? Or do we? Yeah.
No. I'm not talking to myself for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say, Donut's not going to
that.
do it themselves.
Like that.
But I would imagine we would want Lyndon to say that, we did find them in the Feywild. However, oh god, I'm not sure because we did parade them around, but they had their own consciousness.
You didn't parade them
No.
around because I followed. I had
Yeah,
free will. I
that's
followed
right.
by my own free will.
You came with us on free will, which we can, we will try to prove that your free will was suppressed whilst with Adrian, and that with our group was destroyed. Therefore, you had free will to do what you wished. It was all your own choosing, and that what was it? The copying thing gets me. It's like, well, you had free will to move around.
That's ridiculous. Like let anybody else like measure Felix.
Yeah.
Copy them.
There was no. Yeah. There was no.
There was
none of that.
No concerted effort made to
Yeah.
have Felix's statistics and measurements given to anyone for the explicit use of copying and breaking.
See, Tar should do this. Tar is great at this.
Yeah.
No, I should not because I will be very rude to people.
The resisting arrest part, when they were trying to question us, I think that also should be pointed out that was not as stated. We were
Yeah, it wasn't a peaceful thing at all.
It was not peaceful. It was a threat. It was, you are not leaving.
Yeah.
Threateningly.
I think
like
the details we can talk about once we're actually talking about
There's
it.
something I'm forgetting. I thought of something in the middle there, and I forgot it, and I can't remember what it was. But if I remember, I'll blurt it out.
I think we don't have to talk about bundle yet at all. I think we just have to state
no, we don't have
our
to.
case, which is I left on my own free volition because I have free will and I'm a person.
Free will. Free will and no, like Tar said, no effort to, like actually.
Copy. No presentation for explicit copying.
But there was no like intent.
No copyright infringement.
No copyright infringement. It's all fair use.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no intent to, which I think is an important wording of intent. Yeah. Anyway, that's what Lyndon.
But yes, she does present that case.
Yeah.
And the judge hears that and is like, props up her chin. Well, this is not as straightforward as I expected.
Totally is though.
It's like accusation of treason versus free will.
Exactly. Slavery versus treason. Who will win?
Well, that's the problem. We don't actually know.
Well then, I think we can, or well, I would decide right now, without any further delay, that this will go to trial, but it will be not quite what I had expected.
What if you didn't know?
Okay, Zahavah.
Cover her mouth. And
I
she
love
doesn't
that Zahavah's
say
just like, I mean,
anything.
why can't we say these things?
Like, no one told me why I can't.
Be respectful to the judge presiding. Don't say those things.
The musical we haven't wanted. We haven't wanted.
Jurassic Court, now in cinemas.
Jurassic
Yes!
Get out!
I will stay right here.
It's beautiful.
Since there needs to be established if the defendant, Felix, is a being, and I do not believe that we have had this case before, this shall have to go before the Imperial Judgment.
Ah, shit. How does Hadrian look in this moment? Inside him.
He looks make an insight check.
Right.
I'm shooting him daggers in my eyes.
We have
Those are daggers.
I'm in my head.
I rolled insight, which is a full 17.
Okay. He looked like he didn't expect this turn.
Ha! I'm alive, bitch.
Yeah, fucker. Bitch. I ain't your slave, bitch.
I ain't your bitch,
I love this game. We haven't even rolled that many dice.
I haven't even taken out my dice yet.
I have rolled one single die.
I've rolled
it was
one.
just now.
Right. So yes, I will apparently not be busy for quite a while, as expected. I will, how do they say, kick this up the line? But while we're here, defendants, would you agree to the payment of and she kind of like writes down
Placement of a window and some flowers.
5, and that's 200. Would you agree to pay a fine of 2,000 gold pieces each for the charges of disturbing the peace and the destruction of property?
2,000 gold each for disturbance of peace.
The disturbance of peace is 100 gold each.
That's still fucking a lot.
The damage to the window is 200
That's
gold.
less than I expected, so yes.
The damage robot is 1,500 gold, plus a bit of compensation for the damaged party.
I mean, sure, we can pay that, but what about self-defense? Like, how does that?
There will be no criminal record.
Sorry, but the robot broke my hand. Where's my compensation?
Yeah, where's the recompense for that part?
Guys, I think.
I mean, I'm cool with paying it. It's just.
Just pay it. No criminal record. We're fine. It's just it looks better for us if we just pay it.
I've already got a criminal record.
That's the question, though. Does it look better for us if we just pay it? Because that could then be argued. Oh, they willfully broke my fucking robots.
Yeah, they have admitted to the fine.
So if you and she kind of like perks up, and then had you willfully broken them, it would be much higher. Trust me. This is the these are the minimum amounts, and I am certain, and there's clear staggers at the other table, that the other parties shall agree to this. And they kind of like briefly whisper in.
Especially because it was self-defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like
they're
they
charging us
harmed
the
us too.
lowest possible.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're charging us the lowest possible
Oh, I
rate
know,
for it.
but I'm a bit.
No,
Yeah,
we're paying
I'm-
it. We're
I'm
paying
paying
it.
it,
I
yeah.
just think it's
Do we have this much? Because
I think it's
I
good.
don't.
we do
How
have
much
this
are we
much.
paying?
2,000
8,000
gold.
LPs.
Oh, 2,000 gold each. Hold on.
Yeah, no, we don't have. We've got platinum. We've got 285 platinum.
Yeah.
But we've only got
That-
300 gold.
What did you do with all your money?
We've spent it, people.
Well, platinum
Oh,
is
but
just
hold on. Okay,
a
stop.
higher version.
One
of...
question. He just said the Servants of Peace is 100 each. Then he said 500 for the window, and then an additional amount for the robot.
Oh,
The window and the robot are just single items.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. So it would be
So 500 divided by 4.
4, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2,200 gold.
In total.
We can do that out of the platinum.
Yeah, that's the yeah. Okay, we
So
can pay
yeah,
that amount.
My bad. My bad.
I was about to say 2,000 gold each. That's insane.
That's when you said each of our
Yeah.
places,
Yeah, that's
no way.
8,000 gold. Yeah.
If that
Yeah,
is correct.
2,500 gold can come out of the silver, which means that we've got 600.
Yeah, let's just
and
dump them
800.
all in silver. That's kind of a dick. I like that. That's a dick move. Let's just
Put it all
let's
in-
just pay them in silver.
Are you gonna do a Caleb?
Well, especially
Right.
because it's Zahavah, we're going to have to count it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
We can do it out of the silver, yeah. That
Yeah.
works.
Where did all our money go? It went to the renovations to the house. We spent
Yeah.
like 45,000 on renovations, and then we also bought magical items, which were
Yeah.
like, I know my lyre was like 5,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. We spent quite a lot of money there.
How much is it? Gold per silver 10, isn't it?
Hmm?
How much gold per
Yeah,
10,
10.
Yeah.
and silver is 1 gold.
So it will be 22,000 silver,
That's what I thought.
which we have, I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
doing math in my head. Not a good idea.
Thank you, Leslie, for doing the accounts.
Thank you for being treasurer.
Oh, you're fine. Well, not with that voice, I won't be.
You know, this was a situation and a moment that was too comfortable. So I decided.
It's like, I'm all okay with that shit, but like, where did it come from, man?
Appreciate you once in a while.
Oh, yeah, no, but just not with that voice.
Right. Well,
Not all talking like that now, Oreo. No. Hashtag no.
since that has been cleared, you will be presented with a note of payment, and when you have paid, you will get that notarized, and then that will be cleared up. And this afternoon, you shall appear before the Imperial Court. No, I kind of want to watch. And she kind of like looks to the side. And kind of want to watch that.
Do it yourself, lazy ass. That's me, Chip speaking.
I figured, but still.
I don't think Felix has ever in his life said lazy ass.
Not yet.
No, not yet, he didn't. All right.
Well, I think we are adjourned until then. Just be back here at 3. Prosecution, you are done. Should you want to wish to observe, you can. As can I. And then she kind of like, well, that's it for now, for me at least. That was painless. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Sure, if we may take our leave.
I'm still counting.
I like that the prosecution was accused of slavery and they're just done with the court now.
But this proceeding is done.
Yeah, yeah.
she immediately relegated that to a higher court. Basically to this. She
In
immediately
this case.
she looked at it and was like, nope. Supreme Court can deal with that.
That's
Cool.
fair.
Because she doesn't have to make a ruling to kick it up. She can just say, nope.
All right.
Not my pay grade.
She's absolved of the responsibility of deciding which is worse, slavery or treason.
Pretty much. Well, no, that would be. She could deal with that, but if it comes to is this individual a being?
Yeah, does this fall under slavery or not? Basically.
Yeah, that's like nope. That's not my job. Let me get my supervisor. Yeah, but you're being
manager.
You're being presented with a note of payment that is being drawn up quickly, and when you get your stuff back, you can pay that out, and you get it notarized, and that's done.
Yep.
Right. And as you move out, Linton says, "Well, went not quite as I had expected, but this shall be even more interesting now."
Who's the judge on the Imperial Court?
Well, it's in the name.
The king?
The Emperor?
The Emperor is the judge?
That is correct.
Oh.
So I guess we can all meet the Emperor. And didn't have that on my agenda.
Yeah, that's great. Yep.
I'm more worried now because of the relationship with Hadrian that he has. Well, we'll see, I guess.
Hear about the relationship. It's not like they are best buddies.
No, but they have a business relationship. That's what I mean.
Right. Well, is there anything you want to do before we have to head back in there? Anything you want to? Still anything? I'm asking one more time. Is there anything more I need to know?
I think you literally know everything.
I don't have a criminal record, by the way. I was just saying that earlier.
Right?
Yeah.
Does it mean you have never been caught, or that you don't have one?
I don't think that has to come up.
That you shouldn't have one.
Yeah, I have. I mean,
you've never been judged on the law, right?
Exactly. I've never been in a fancy room like that before.
All right.
So it doesn't really matter.
Though I have slept with a few lawyers. I'm kidding.
I don't think we need. I don't think she needs to know anything else.
No.
Because she knows everything, and she knows also that our main argument is based on Zone of Truth and my mind thing. So if they can read minds, she can inform them. Hey, you can read this person's mind.
Well, I don't quite know how that Imperial Court operates. Well, we'll take it one step at a time, I'd say.
Sure.
Unless, well, I've never been. I mean, the Hill Dwarfs have a kind of Supreme Council that deals with existential legal questions, but that is a very mundane group of dwarves that get together, look over precedent, and make a judgment. This feels different.
Because we have to convince the Emperor that we are in the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what it boils down to. I don't know if there are any magics involved.
But here's the thing, if he already has a working relationship with Hadrian, and Hadrian is working for him, providing these creations for him to protect the empire, will he not automatically favor Hadrian? Is it not a biased
Yes, but I think the thing we need to nail down here is the fact that if, like, because this is now an imperial court, it's more public, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, in this case, he would either need to keep secret that he let slavery happen, or he can say, well, okay, if it's slavery, then this
Here's the
isn't.
thing, though. I don't think he's good. At least according to me, why would he have any reason to let us win this case? If we won this case, it would mean that he would have to technically investigate Hadrian for any other cases that he might have of similar nature.
Yeah,
Thus, maybe even discontinuing his army program.
that's
If that
exactly
is
what I'm afraid of. Like
if that is
that's what
the
I've
case,
been afraid of.
if that's the case, there's no way he's going to side with us.
I
Why
think
would he?
the best bet we have is giving up robot body, because that's like design of Hadrian, and if they argue, well, this is a danger to the empire because we could just give the plans out, the blueprints, then that's the danger, right? So if that's an argument, then that's an argument. But otherwise, I would say we just
But what
keep
about
persisting on
you?
the slavery thing.
Would you really be all right? I know we joked about this, but would you really be all right if we carried you in a crystal or whatever it is for however long it takes for me to build a thing? By the way, if I build a thing to house you, they might just come back for that thing and say it's like because you already measured Felix and worked upon him, which is why you could build it. So I would technically be a traitor.
No,
It's
that
not
We
like
do.
I work for this empire.
We do have a friend that's got golems.
yeah, and also that's true, and also the fact that that would can fall back to Bundle, wouldn't it? Because he signed a contract to protect the stuff.
I
What if
mean,
we just
yes, but like the point is that he doesn't want your design to be used by others.
Yeah,
If we give up your body, eventually I'm going to put you in another proper body, unless Phane can figure out how to get you into a flesh and blood body.
yeah. Again, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with, as long as I keep my free will and I'm still able to protect what I'm protective about. Then yeah.
Yeah,
if
maybe we can find
you
someone else who can do that if it takes too long for Phane.
the other problem is if you are removed from your body as such, what happens with Iron Spawn?
What happens
Will
to?
he allow
Is
Iron
Iron
Spawn?
Stone?
Oh,
I
Like it's he's gonna cause an issue with you being removed.
he might just like attach himself to the body. I don't know if he's attached to the body as much as he's attached to the soul, because when he's taken away, Felix shuts down totally. There's nothing to power the
I think
body.
there's like a deliberate programming thing where I shut down if there's no like switch in between, if there's no connector. And all Ironstorm did was he replaced that connector. Like he replaced the circuit in that. So I think, to be honest, the best bet would be like a reincarnation thing.
Well, we'll have to figure out a way to do that. We don't
For
know
sure.
anyone. Maybe Brother
I'm not saying
Thanos.
it's easy, and I'm not saying we should like
Wait,
bank on that, but I'm
you
saying
don't,
if it comes to it, I'm cool with it.
you don't know a druid? You sure?
Denel.
You know at least 2 druids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denel does cast high level spells.
Denel could cast that, no issue, I think. Question is like, again, this is not the way out that we should bank on, but it's a way out that we would have if it comes to it. If that's what they want to nail us on is, oh, you still have this property of mine.
Yeah, the point being though, the charges would still technically be against us, right? That we did commit treason by doing this, and we are just mitigating the amount of treason that we're doing by returning the body to you. It doesn't really solve the fact that we've committed treason in their eyes.
I
They will
think
probably get rid of us.
I think the committing treason falls away once we have established that you basically free the slave instead of committing treason.
Yeah, but if we put forth that argument, And if we win it in any capacity, then that means Hadrian loses, and the king loses Hadrian
I
because he
know.
can be shown as a person who works with a slaver.
Yeah.
So, and then that's a lose-lose for them and the empire. I don't think that they are going to allow that.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. So I think the thing we need to push on is that if we win the case, we need to kind of we need to present something where they can say, yeah, okay, they're not going to tell anyone, or yeah, okay, this is kind of is being kept behind closed doors.
There's no way they will let us go and rely on us to not tell anyone. They'll just have us killed later.
Yeah, I mean, Hadrian could always drop the charges.
That would have honestly been the easiest thing if he had dropped the charges and then tried to kill us.
Yeah, if he drops the charges, that would be best for him, technically. But we have to make him realize that.
Here's the thing though now, because it's sort of public, at least Darilla Bluefont and any other number of judges who are there, they know about this case now.
Yes, but like the case will be discontinued in either case if he drops the charges, right? So maybe he could argue, oh, I mean, I got what I want with the whole 2,000 gold thing. But I think our job in this is to make Hadrian realize that either it's conspiring against us with the emperor, which could be just anything that he tries to go for, or he could go for, hey, I'm going to drop the charges. We're not going to speak about it again.
I think it'll be very suspicious if they drop the charges. If anyone who has any idea about the case, Temeriel's been making inquiries, so there are some people who might at least know that the case is happening. Whether they're interested in the details or not, that's irrelevant.
Very true.
But if he drops the charges suddenly, it's going to sound suspicious.
Of course.
Okay. Looking at the time, I think we will pick this up next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. And think with court cases.
For sure.
And then
Welcome.
Anyway,
we
will keep chatting. Just thank you very much. See you next time for more player action, hopefully.
Bye-bye.